I can't believe this is happening. My heart races as I think about how everything is about to change between us. What happens when things become more real than you ever imagined? Stay with me, because this is just the beginning. You think you know the truth, but you have no idea. Can we really handle the truth of our connection? The moment you realize what you've been avoiding, everything shifts. Let me take you there. It's not about what we're wearing or saying, it's about what we're feeling right now. The way the air feels when we're close. This is everything we never thought we'd confront. But here we are. The silence speaks louder than words. Let's dive in. What if your most intimate desire was exactly what you feared? The moment you look into someone's eyes and see everything you've been hiding. Can we really let go? Stay close, because what I'm about to share will change everything. What happens when vulnerability and desire collide? When all your walls crumble at once and you're left exposed, wondering if this connection is worth the risk. Do you have the courage to face it? It started as something casual, right? But now there's more. The weight of every unspoken word is heavy. Can we really ignore the pull we feel toward each other? Stay tuned, this is far from over. Everything we've known up until now is about to get tested. You thought you understood, but there's a side to this that will leave you questioning everything. Stay with me. You don't want to miss what happens next. Have you ever felt a desire so strong it almost scares you? The heat between us isn't just physical. It's a force that will make you question what you thought you knew about love and connection. You're about to find out why. What if everything you thought you knew about intimacy was wrong? The truth is harder to face than we want to admit. But when you start to see through the lies, you realize the truth was waiting all along. It's not just about the passion or the chemistry, it's deeper than that. The moment you realize you can't hide from yourself anymore, everything changes. Are you ready to go deeper? If I told you the connection we share is dangerous, would you pull away or would you lean in closer? This is more than just physical, it's emotional, raw, and real. Let's see where this leads. There's a moment when everything clicks and you realize you're more connected than you ever imagined. This isn't just about what we're doing, it's about what we're feeling. Can you handle the truth? You might think you've been in control all along, but there's a moment when the power shifts, when you're forced to confront everything you thought you could avoid. Stay with me, because this journey isn't over yet. What happens when desire becomes more than just a feeling? When it turns into something you can't escape? No matter how hard you try, you're about to find out. The truth isn't always pretty. We've been playing with fire and now it's getting real. The moments between us are charged with electricity, and one touch could change everything. Are you ready to feel what's coming next? There's no turning back now. The intensity between us has reached a boiling point. Everything we've kept hidden will be exposed. Are you prepared to face it head on? Have you ever felt something so raw it shakes you to your core? The connection between us is something deeper than just attraction. It's something you can't ignore. Let's see where it leads. The tension between us is palpable, thick like a storm waiting to break. You can feel it, can't you? The anticipation builds, and with every second, we come closer to crossing a line that can't be undone. What if the risk we've been avoiding is the only way to truly be free? The weight of this choice is heavy, but in the end, it might just be the most freeing thing we've ever done. Let's explore it together. You didn't expect this, did you? You thought you knew what you wanted, but now you're faced with something that changes everything. Will you take that step into the unknown? It's closer than you think. You thought we could keep things casual, but now it's more than that. The walls between us are crumbling, and with each moment, we're closer to something much deeper. Can we handle this? Stick around to see. What happens when you're forced to confront everything you've been avoiding, when the truth comes crashing down and you're left with nothing but your raw emotions? Stay with me for the real story. The moment you realize you've been playing with fire, the heat between us is undeniable. But is it worth the risk? Let's find out together. You won't want to miss this. The tension is unbearable. You know what you want, but are you ready to deal with the consequences of getting it? The clock is ticking and the pressure is building. Let's face it together. Everything is about to change. What you thought you knew about us and yourself will be shattered. Are you ready for the truth to be exposed? Stay with me. This is where it gets real. The pull between us is undeniable, but it's dangerous. Every touch, every look is a step closer to something we can't come back from. Do you dare, to cross that line with me? The intensity between us is too much to ignore. Every moment is charged with something deeper, something you can't explain, but you feel it. Are you brave enough to dive into it? You thought you could control this, but now it's spiraling. The truth is harder to face than you expected, but sometimes it's the only thing that will set you free. Let's unravel it together. Have you ever wanted someone so much that it's almost painful? The connection between us is more than just physical. It's something that will leave you questioning everything. Are you ready to let it take over? It's not what we're doing, but what we're feeling. The emotions we've been hiding are about to break free. Will we be able to handle it? Stay with me to see how this unfolds. What if the most intense part of this connection is the part we've been avoiding? The deeper we go, the more we realize the truth is harder to face. But we're already in too deep. Let's see what happens. The desire between us is powerful, but so is the fear of what comes next. The stakes have never been higher, and every moment feels like it could change everything. Will you stay to find out? You can feel the pull, the undeniable attraction. But what happens when we stop resisting it and finally give in? The truth is more complicated than we thought. You're about to see why. The desire between us is impossible to ignore, but what does it really mean? When things start to get too real, can we still find our way back? Let's find out together. We've been dancing around the truth for so long, but now it's time to face it. The feelings we've been hiding are bubbling to the surface, and the moment of truth is almost here. Will you take the plunge? Every second with you is electric, but it's also terrifying. What if everything we've been avoiding is exactly what we need? Let's discover that truth together. You can't deny the chemistry between us, but what happens when it gets so intense? It threatens to consume everything we thought we knew. Stay close. You don't want to miss this. The emotions we've been holding back are starting to spill over, and the truth is more intense than we ever imagined. Will we be able to handle it, or will it tear us apart? Let's see. The tension between us is unbearable, but we can't stop it. It's almost as if fate is pushing us together. Are we ready for what's coming next? Have you ever felt something so intense it makes your heart race? That's how it feels when you can't stop thinking about someone. No matter how hard you try, what happens next will leave you breathless. The truth about us is starting to unravel, and with every passing second, it's harder to ignore. Are you brave enough to face it with me? You thought you knew the answer, but now you're questioning everything. The deeper we go, the more we realize just how much we don't understand. Are you ready to dive into the unknown? What happens when you finally let go of the fear that's been holding you back? When you stop pretending everything is okay and you just give in to what you feel? Stay tuned. You won't regret it. Everything we've been hiding is about to come to the surface. The walls we've built are crumbling, and soon we'll have no choice but to face the truth. Are you ready for the consequences? There's no going back now. The moment of truth is almost here, and everything we thought we knew is about to change. Stay with me because this is just the beginning. You can feel it, can't you? The undeniable chemistry between us is stronger than anything we've ever known. What happens next will blow your mind. The truth is closer than you think, and it's not what you expected. Get ready to confront everything You thought you understood about us. The journey is about to get real. The closer we get, the more we realize how much we've been hiding, what happens when we're forced to confront it all. Stick around and I'll show you. You're drawn to me, but is it enough? The feelings between us are undeniable, but will we be able to handle what's about to unfold? Every moment with you feels like it could be the last, and it's driving me crazy. What happens when you can't hold back any longer? Stay with me to find out. What happens when everything we've been avoiding comes rushing to the surface? The fear, the desire, it's all about to collide. You won't believe what happens next. The chemistry between us is undeniable, but what if it's more than just that? What if it's something we can't ignore any longer? Stick with me to find out.